Hello everyone, and welcome to my first channel video. Yes, if you've discovered me, it's either through my Facebook page or Instagram, anywhere. I finally have kind of a setup so I can vlog. As you can see, there's a teddy in the background. And a load of crap. But I'm hopefully going to be doing some Pokemon related videos. As you can see, I might be a tad obsessed with Pokemon. Yeah, that's not including even my plushies, which I think is going to be my next video, which is all my Pokemon plushies, if people would like to see it. That is the question. If you want to be the very best and see all my teddies. But for this video, I thought I would talk about something to start off with. Obviously, everyone's going to ask, what kind of Pokemon does she like? Well, here we go. We roll back in time to the dawn of Pokemon in the UK, and my brother was playing it. And of course, me being little me was like, what's this? It's fluffy. I want to play with the fluffies. So he would let me play on his, start it off, but I wasn't allowed to save. All until he had Pokemon Yellow, and he started off, and I saved. So Mum and Dad thought, maybe better get her own, Game Boy. Which resulted in me getting my first ever Game Boy. Which I don't have anymore because I gave it to my cousin to try to pass on the legacy. But I got my first Game Boy with, oh god, I can't remember, it was Pokemon, but it was also the game where you had 5 games in it, and you had the little plumber man that went underneath, so you could like walk across in the falling flower pots. But there was that, so I got my very first Pokemon game, which was my Pokemon Blue, which was amazing. Which I still have, and it still works, which I'm very, very proud of. So from that moment on, after I got out of the bedroom, because it is very embarrassing, but I actually couldn't get out of the bedroom for an hour. It took me the whole journey home, and then when I got in, to actually find the stairs to get out of that bedroom after you've chosen whether you're a boy or a girl. So that was great fun. But yeah, so from that moment on, that was it. Pokemon, of course the anime as well, which I watched religiously, right up until Frontier. I watched it. I used to come in from GCSE and watch Frontier, which I might rewatch because it is one of my favourites. Everyone's going to hate me for that, but I do like the Frontier season. Same as I like the Orange Isles, which brings me on to my next one. Even though, of course, I started off on the first games, Gen 2 will always be in my heart. It is literally, for me, I find it the best in terms of story, that and also the visuals, even in the old ones, in Gold and Silver. I mean, I love Heart Gold and Soul Silver because it makes it so big and alive, but I just love that part of the world that they created. It's the one that reminds me most of my home as well. I mean, it's the one I remember more vividly playing as well, because I was that little bit older and my reading was slightly better, whereas my first game, I'm pretty sure my brother did a lot on it for me, considering that I have a Gengar, which you can only get by trading. I just assumed I had a Gengar, but obviously in hindsight it was that. So that's a little bit about my back history. With Pokemon, I also Pokemon cosplay, which you'll be able to check out on my Facebook page, which I will link down below. And generally come back if you want to hear me being a Pokemon nut and talking about things, because that's always fun, is listening to a chubby cosplay girl talk about Pokemon. What else do you want? I would do a Let's Play, but I just don't have the capability of uploading it or filming it. So it's something for the future, but at the moment it's just going to be top fives, my top fives, and sort of little like blogs and things like that, non-Pokemon related. I will also be doing things to do with my D&D group, which is Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes by Tales of a Gaming Addiction, which you can also find on YouTube, where I play Shinju, which is basically a whore. Well, a whore bard elf who flirts with anything that she can see. And I will be making her costume, which I hope to be doing vlogs and that about. And another thing I want to do is hopefully set up a Snapchat. So that is a private one, which I will do purely D&D and Pokemon through. So, hope you've enjoyed listening to me. Hope you haven't found me to ramble for too long, because I sound like a 2-year-old. And I hope to see you all soon. Bye!